Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadlur Rahmah Ziyadatul Rashidah. I'm from English Literature Department. So I will explain about a short story analysis of A Peculiar Man by Anton Chekhov. Actually, I want to do my vlog to show you my anecdote, but I can't because you will not see my explanation. So I just share my video and I hope you enjoy it. So it is a short story of A Peculiar Man by Anton Chekhov, and I was doing my anecdote, so I want to show you my anecdote. A Peculiar Man. Peculiar man, I think it's a weird behavior of man, a weird style of somebody. And between 12 and 1 at night, so in the middle of the night, it is a setting of time. And here a tall gentleman wearing a top hat and a coat with a hood. It is an explanation about a peculiar man. Stopped before the door of Maria Petrovna Koskin. Wow, another character, a midwife. So Maria is a midwife. So why the man is searching the midwife in the middle of the night? Here we know the answer. The answer is the name of the man is Kiryakov. So Mr. Kiryakov searched the midwife for his wife. So his wife is pregnant and need the midwife. And here I know that Mr. Kiryakov is cold person and very firm, because he says an arrangement beforehand is best. I don't want to take advantage of you and you don't want to take advantage of me. She is very fair. And here the second paper. So Mr. Kiryakov says, I work myself and I'm accustomed to respect the work of others. I don't like injustice. It will be equally unpleasant to me if I pay you too little or if you demand from me too much, and so I insist on your naming your charge. So he is very detailed. And here it's about Maria Petrovna characterization. Good gracious, upon my word. They are debating about the price, because Maria Petrovna is I'm really ashamed. Rather than take 2 rubles, I will come for nothing. 5 rubles if you like. 2 rubles, not a kopeck more. I don't want to take advantage of you, but I do not intend to be overcharged. As you please, but I'm not coming for 2 rubles. So they are very debating about the price. And after that, Mr. Kiryakov say no. Wow. Kiryakov frowned and ponders for 2 full minutes, looking with concentration on the floor. Then he says resolutely no. So he doesn't want to pay Miss Maria Petrovna 3 rubles. But in less than half an hour, she hears another ring. She gets up and sees the same Kiryakov again. So Mr. Kiryakov come back to Maria Petrovna's house and maybe he agree with the price, so he come back. In the third paper, there is another characterization. The woman, She is even in the bedroom where the woman is lying in labor. The old woman and relation who flock in crowds to every confinement are not to be seen. There is a sound of loud groans. So the woman here is Mr. Kiryakov's wife. And after that, here. Yes. Well, now, thank God, there is one human being more in the world. Yes, that's agreeable, said Kiryakov, preserving the wooden expression. Wow, wooden expression of his face. Tough indeed. On the other hand, to have more children, you must have more money. The baby is not born fit and cold. So he disagreed about his wife's pregnancy. So why Mr. Kiryakov disagree with the baby? Why? What a man, bless him, said the midwife to the mother. He is so stern and doesn't smile. So here, the important part, the mother tells her that he is always like that. So Mr. Kiryakov is always harsh and never smile. He is honest, fair, prudent, sensible, economical, but all that to such an exceptional degree that simple mortals feel suffocated by it. So maybe the woman, Mr. Kiryakov's wife, tell the story about Mr. Kiryakov to the midwife, because the midwife is very angry because Mr. Kiryakov disagreed, and he looks not happy about the baby's born. After that, Mr. Kiryakov says the basins must be properly washed and put away in the store cupboard. These bottles must be put away too. They may come in handy. He is very sensible, economical person. Oh, here, a little son. To depart, she sees Kiryakov's little son. So there is another character, a pale, close-cropped schoolboy. So he is just a little. In the dining room, drinking his tea, Kiryakov is standing opposite him, saying in his flat, even voice, "You know how to eat. You must know how to work too. You have just swallowed a mouthful, but have not probably reflected that mouthful costs money, and money is obtained by work. You must eat and reflect, blah blah blah." So Mr. Kiryakov is extremely sensible, economical person. The midwife looks at the boy's jewel face. Oh, see, he is very innocent boy. It seems to her as though the very air is heavy. And by now, feeling a violent hatred for the man, Maria Petrovna gathers up her bundles and hurriedly departs. So Maria Petrovna feels afraid, feels with terror, full of the terror. And the last is, halfway home, she remembers that she has forgotten to ask for her 3 rubles, but after stopping and thinking for a minute, with a wave of her hand, she goes on. So she very afraid. She is very afraid and she doesn't think again about the three robbers and coming home. So that is my anecdote. You can do it by yourself in your home, and you will more understand after watch this analysis. So this is my analysis. The summary is the story is about a man named Kyriakov who searched a midwife to help her wife's confinement, and it's a plot. There is exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and denouement. First, the exposition. Here is the exposition, introducing the protagonist character, who is very warm, gentle, and solid man named Kyriakov that's looking for a midwife in the middle of the night. And after that, there is after the exposition, there is racing action. The racing action section is Mr. Kyriakov has a problem about the price with Maria Petrovna, who is the midwife. However, Mr. Kyriakov disagrees with the price from Maria Petrovna, so they are debating. And the climax is the assessment of Mr. Kyriakov about the bid price. And then finally they are go to Kyriakov's house, the midwife and Mr. Kyriakov. And then after that, after the climax, there is a falling action. The falling action section. When Petrovna knows about Kyriakov's behavior, it makes Petrovna flattered and afraid. How cool, how honest, firm, and sensibly economical he is, the Mr. Kyriakov, until make another people, every people, even his wife and son, suffocated with him. That is Mr. Kyriakov. And the denouement is Mr. Kyriakov's behavior make Petrovna forget about her payment, but she doesn't mind about it. So the point of view is third-person narrator, because the narrator is really know about the characters, each characters deeply. The narrators know exactly about the characters. So we move to characters' names and traits. First is Mr. Kyriakov. He is cool, gentle, details, but sensibly economical person. And the proof is in this sentence. The mother tells her that he is always like that. He is honest, fair, prudent, sensibly economical, but all that to such an exceptional degree that simple mortal feels suffocated by it. I think like that Maria Petrovna Koskin. She is old but very kind, patient, and little bit ashamed. The proof is in the first paper. She says very good to the man, to Mr. Kyriakov. I will dress at once, and I must trouble you to wait for me in the parlor. And then there is Mr. Kyriakov's wife. She is very kind and loves her husband, of course. So A guilty expression comes into the mother's face, as though she had wronged a creator in the world without permission or through idle caprice. And the last is Mr. Kiryakov's son. He is an innocent boy. He is an innocent boy because there is when the midwife looks at the boy's dull face, he has a dull face, so he is very innocent. And then we move to the setting. So the setting is in the middle of the night and winter season. It's about about Mr. Kiryakov characteristic, who is very cold person, and the setting of time is in the middle of the night, between 12 and 1 o'clock. He goes to midwife house, and the Kiryakov name, Maria name, it's Russian name, so I think the setting is in the Russia, and the story is published around 1889. So it means the husband has a big control and responsibility for his territory, of course, to control his family, and the family, especially his wife, must agree with it. So maybe it means the patriarchal society. Okay, that is. The symbols. The symbol is parlor or living room or drawing room. The parlor is really quiet and tidy, so it's the symbol of the man control the house, Mr. Kiryakov. She can see a big decently furnished drawing room in the short story. And the literal, it is foreshadowing. So the author explained the story clearly, very clearly, because Anton Chekhov explain about the setting, about the characterization very deeply, very clearly. And the last is the theme. The theme is the principle can be adjusted to all conditions, but don't be too strict. Okay, that is the theme. So that's all from me. I hope you really enjoy my video. If you want to ask something, just mention in the comment, and I will try to answer your question. So thank you for watching, and last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.